Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is Charles the Bizarre Alien, and this is episode 5 of Beyond the Podcast of 1984. It's like 1:42 a.m. I did 2 episodes in a row yesterday, and I really thought about deleting my last one. Who the is Ginger? Because I was kind of thinking, was that too personal? And then I thought, and I can't believe I was actually thinking this. I was thinking, oh, maybe it was a little too weird. And I'm thinking, you know what? Who cares? I'm worrying too much about, stupid things. That's not stupid. I don't think it was a stupid episode. It's just that I kept thinking about it. And I'm like, was that even necessary? I mean, some people already know that I'm a weirdo. But, anyways, that episode was all about my dream lady. And I've got no shame. I don't care. If you think I'm crazy, good. I hope you do. I hope you think I'm weird, because I am weird. It's like I've said many, many times in the past. I'll say it on the show, too. I don't call myself the Bizarre Alien for nothing. I'm not some poser that, yeah, I think I'm weird, I'm not really weird. I'm just a normal, boring, asshole. I'm going to call myself, hey, I'm bizarre. No, I am, and I'm proud to be. I've always been a weirdo, outsider, whatever. But anyways, so that episode's in the can. One thing I did want to bring out before I forget, in reference to that episode, is, I've been doing my band, the Earwigs, for over 33 years now. Slowed down a lot, but it's still in existence. But can you name any noise, trash, freak, weirdo bands that do love songs? I don't know. I was thinking about that, and am I bragging? Yeah, I am. I have songs dedicated to Ginger. I have, several recordings. I just want to bring that up because I forgot to mention that in my last episode about her. But, she's adorned many of my covers, my tapes, my CDRs, by records, some of my records that I've done at 45s. And I've also done many love songs and songs dedicated to her, One of my personal favorites is Interspatial Love Song, and I have a bunch of others I just can't think right now, but I've done cassettes like Ginger Forever, DSA Delay Norlund, and a whole bunch of just titles with her name on it, and just not just that, but great. I just heard something weird that was weird. I don't know what the heck that was. Anyways, so I was just bringing that up, because every time I play a show I always dedicate a song to her, and usually it's like the same title. But it never sounds the same because I'm not one of those, I'm not like White House or Pharmacon where I like recreate the sounds that I do, on my recordings. I don't really care. And I was kind of laughing because, just a little side note, some bands think, oh, you have to recreate exactly what you do. And that's what I find boring about music, which I do like music a lot. Despite a lot of my recordings always say, fucking music and music is shit and blah, blah, blah. I do think a lot of music sucks. It is boring. But anyways, my whole point is I love doing noise because I don't have to repeat myself. And some people think noise is pointless. Well, that's your opinion. They think it's pretentious. Good. I'm glad that people think it is. I've been called pretentious because my stuff is just, whatever. It's not music. Yeah, because I don't follow rules, man. But anyhow, so yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up about my girl, that I have done many songs about her with my band, dedicated to her, and a lot of it's just love songs. And so I'll mention her off and on my show, talk about all kinds of stuff. And I don't think this episode really has any theme. I don't think it needs to. I mean, I'm all over the place in real life. I could be in a conversation with somebody, and some people find that annoying, and that's fine. That's just how I am. It's kind of part of my personality. I've been like that since I was a kid. I sometimes get overexcited. I could be talking about one thing and then jump over to some other subject, but that's how I am. And, I've tried to stay focused. I'm not a very focused person. I don't know. Maybe I have undisclosed ADHD. I don't know. I think maybe I do. It's hard. It's very hard to concentrate. I've figured that out in the last quite a while. I it's hard to focus. I figured the only way that I can do stuff is I have to just freaking do it. Anyways, so this is the 5th episode, and I gotta say that I'm happy that I'm doing this because it's very therapeutic for me. Earlier I was thinking about, I was getting really depressed again. I've been kind of just feeling down a lot on and off. And I was thinking, I thought, oh, maybe I'll just do a theme episode about depression and suicide and, probably considered a bleak episode. Not to me. It's just therapeutic to talk about stuff, I think. But I just decided, I think this episode here is just going to be kind of all over the place. But I would like to say that I am very grateful for music, because I've said this before to people, but I really believe that music has saved my life many times, because I have gotten really, really depressed. And just sometimes over really stupid things. And sometimes, I wonder why. It's like, why am I depressed? I mean, sometimes it comes out of nowhere. And it seems as I've gotten older, I find it happening more and more. Sometimes I think, oh, is it because I'm lonely or whatever? It's like, I got my cats. I'm grateful. I am very grateful for my cats. They're like the most important for me in my life. I love my kitties. They're very special to me. They're a pain in the ass sometimes, but I love them and they make me very happy. But music, ever since I was like, I'd say about like 14, I think it was like about around 82. So I first got into MTV, and I really loved watching videos and stuff, and I still think MTV was really kick-ass back then. Music back then, I loved it. I can't say that much about today. There's really not a whole lot of stuff I like, and I don't listen. I mean, is it even called the radio? I don't know. I know it sounds silly, but for a while there, I was listening to KYRS, a local radio show, Monday. I was listening to The Edge, which plays a lot of cool old school punk rock and stuff, and a little bit of newer punk. And then Fridays was my old friend Bruce, who I miss, and I try to get hold of you, man, five times now, and I still can't get hold of you. But anyways, every Friday night I would listen to Psychic Radio, which is really cool. He plays a lot of music from all over the world, a lot like electro punk stuff, and once in a while some old school punk rock, and just a really great show. And that and The Edge are just great. But where I'm working at now, they have a radio station set, and right now they're playing like the worst music, just really generic. It's been kind of a mix of some 80s stuff, a couple of 80s songs that popped up, which has been cool. But anyhow, music is very important to me. I mean, especially growing up, I spent a lot of time alone in my room, and I would just sit there and listen to music. And for a while there, all I was into was, stuff like Ratt, Motley Crue, Poison, Dokken, Van Halen. Sure, they're Ratt. I just said Ratt. Duh. But anyways, I cherish the first 3 Metallica albums, and I like, some of Garage Days, like all the Cliff Burton stuff. But anyways, and then, Megadeth, Judas Priest. I got into Rush and Black Sabbath. This is going about 86, because I had an older friend in the Air Force, and he let me borrow a bunch of cassettes, and it was all really good stuff. And of course, got me into Jimi Hendrix, and I was like, got really, really into Pink Floyd, and they're still one of my favorite bands. But yeah, I'd have a lot of times I was just kind of lonely because I didn't really have any friends, no girlfriend, nothing. And I was just real loner, kind of loser, nerd, jerk, bad haircut. So I would just sit in my room and listen to a lot of music while reading, and I'd sit there for hours. And my parents thought there was something wrong with me. So as some people know, I used to go see a psychologist a lot. And I always asked them why. Well, because you didn't try to make any friends. It's like, yeah, because I really don't like people. A lot of people are assholes and bullies. I got bullied a lot. It's like, why do I want to go out and meet people? But I did have a few friends here and there, and it's ironic because all my friends' parents were all religious, so I'd go to church with them just to hang out with them and trade tapes. I knew this girl; she was pretty cool. We did a couple tape trades. Like, what was it? I can't remember if I traded my Wasp, the first Wasp album on cassette for like Twisted Sisters. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, and it's kind of funny because we'd have to go like kind of hide behind the church. Part of the reason why I also went to church is because I can't remember, I had a job. I had this part-time job. I worked on the weekends, but I would like go to the church store and buy Jack Chick, the little like ridiculous, total creepy, ridiculous comics. The Jack Chick tracks. I had a lot of those, and unfortunately my mom threw them out. I wish I had them, but those things are weird. But the art was really good, but they're just full of this bullshit. If you've ever read any, you know what I'm talking about. But music is a great thing, and found myself about a week and a half ago. I was at work and I was really depressed and just feeling really sad. And then I started thinking about Ratt, because coincidentally at the time I was listening to Ratt again, which I love him. This recently, anyways, I had, I'm trying to think what song it was, Body Talk. I had that stuck in my head, so I started singing it out loud while I was vacuuming. But no, music is really important to me. I love music, but especially, there's just something special about a lot of that hard rock stuff, like the first Cinderella album and like everything by Twisted Sister, and of course, Judas Priest, and I love Iron Maiden. I finally got off my ass, I don't know, about over a year ago. I ended up finally getting like the first 7 Iron Maiden albums. I still need to get more. I want to get Live After Death and Fear of the Dark. No, I love Maiden, and I was started collecting Motorhead. I've always liked Motorhead. I just never really get off my butt. I used to have like rock and roll on cassette long time ago. But music, something that just takes my mind off of, stuff that makes me feel sad. And I have stuff that goes through my head and it sucks. Everybody gets down, but it sucks when it really gets you down. And, I'm like 52 and a half years old and I still break down sometimes and cry. And I was just watching this thing. It was like this orchestra playing and all these, guys and gals singing in the chorus. And I have to say, it was a really beautiful thing. And it got me kind of choked up. And I don't know why. It was like looking at just, I don't know, man, like the beauty of people, there's like all these shapes and sizes of people singing. And it was like it was lovely. And it made me smile and made me feel really good. And I don't know, maybe it sounds cheesy, but it made me have hope, for the goodness of people, which, it sounds silly because I could be turning around and say, I hate people and blah, blah, blah. Of course, I'm not a big fan of the human race, I don't think everybody sucks, but I think a lot of people do suck. And so, this freaking episode is kind of all over the place, man. I don't know. It's like I did 2 episodes the other day, and, I was feeling good. I wrote a couple letters to some relatives, sent them off, and then I was getting ready to leave work, and I let this door close, and I didn't see what I was doing, and I freaking smashed my hand really. Oh, my God. It hurt so bad, and just boom, it was like a shock to the system, and I almost fell down, and I was like, oh, my God, and like, it just, wow, man. I was like right out of a movie. It just felt like a sonic boom, and just, just full force of this steel door smashing. And I'm grateful my hand wasn't a little bit lower because it would have smashed my foot. Probably would have broken my fingers. But I got to tell you, I feel grateful right now. I still got a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of very, 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 very minute, uncomfortable feeling it's in my left hand, but it feels a lot better now. But I'm grateful for things, man. I was thinking about one day, like my sister saving me back in 87. I almost drowned. And she pulled me out of the pool. I thought I was dead because I saw this bright white light and this huge hand coming down. I'm like, oh, there really is a God. I'm dead. I'm going to heaven. And it was my sister, and she pulled me out, and it was just suddenly really loud and life. And I never went back to that pool again. And then, of course, there was the stupid asshole lifeguard talking to some half-naked girl just standing, just freaking. My sister hadn't seen me, I would have died. Right there in the pool, I would have drowned. I was like, thanks a lot, you assholes. But anyways, so I don't know how to swim. But anyways, I'm always grateful to my sister Dawn, so thank you, I love you. Thank you for saving my life. And, one night at work, I thought I was having a heart attack, and it just turned out it's because I hadn't had my lisinopril, my high blood pressure pills for way over a year, and my level, my whatever you call it, my heart rate level is like over 441, and they said that's pretty much stroke. I got on my meds. I ended up getting my health care back. I'm trying to take care of that. I'm taking my diabetes pills. I'm just trying, man, and I don't know. I still don't really feel that good. I'm tired a lot, and that might be also why I feel kind of depressed sometimes. But, I've also got other personal issues, stuff, regrets, but I'm trying to get over that. I'm just trying to think positively, and what I do is I've been trying to exercise my brain by thinking, what makes me happy, and I just think like my cats, movies are another big thing that just takes my mind off of crummy things. But, even when I watch a movie, if there's like a love scene, I usually fast forward through it because it bothers me. I think of, certain person or whatever, and it just kind of, I hate these word triggers, but it kind of triggers some, sadness. So I'm like, I usually skim through that crap. But, other than that, yeah, I'm just sitting here, I'm just kind of zoned out. But anyways, no, we all get depressed, and I need to tell myself that I'm not the only person in the world that gets sad over stupid things. Everybody does, nobody, I'm not the only one in the world. But, I try to think of things that make me happy, and I think of, like, music and art, comic books and movies and my cats and, my family, because I know my family gives a crap about me, my friends, the few true friends I have, and I'm always appreciative of all the people that say kind stuff about my band. I mean, I've been doing, it's a long time, man, over 33 years now, and I'm still mildly disappointed. I haven't played a show in over 5 years now. I thought I was playing a show, like earlier this year, and didn't happen. But then I was thinking, I don't really care, because I don't really give a fuck about the local scene. I don't care. They don't care about me. Why should I care about them? It's like elitist, whatever. It's all this indie rock, whatever. Yeah, they're all talented. So what? I don't care. And I do get defensive because, like I say, I do my band for so many years, and I've had times where I'm about to play a show, oh, yeah, B.C.A. legend, blah, blah, like, whatever. The same person doesn't even, leaves when I start playing or whatever. People, just walk out and clear rooms. I'm like, you know what? I don't really care, because I'm not doing it for you people. I'm not going to kiss your ass. And, and I've known plenty of people that were doing noise for a while, and there's actually been people they've quit because, I thought, I didn't become popular. I'm like, you know what? I don't do noise to try to be popular. I do it because I love the joy of feedback and noise and destruction, man. And there's plenty of people, bands started out doing total, like, noise stuff, and then, then they turned into death metal, or some people quit and started playing boring emo freaking music, blah. But, to each their own. But the thing is, I'm not a freaking poser, and I'm not a stuck-up asshole, because that's the thing that pisses me off, too, is, like, you get these people that think that noise is all snobby, elitist, pretentious. There's plenty of people like that, but you know what? That's like in any scene out there. I don't care if you're metal or punk, industrial or country or just pop music, whatever. I don't care, just regular rock music. There's the good and the bad. And I just, for the last year, it's like, I'm not a part of any scene, man. I'd just like to say part of the shit scene. And what does that mean? Just shit. People think my music's, my noise is shit, and it's like, good, I hope you think it is. I'm the French guy and Man Bites Dog. It's lying in a hospital. Shit. My pants, I think those shit. That's me. I don't care. And, it's ironic, too, is I've had a lot of, like, people just get really pissed off. I've played shows, and a lot of these punk rockers complaining, or they leave, or they sit outside and they complain. It's like, you know what? Why don't you just, like, wait a couple days and go see one of your own bands, like us, It's a lot of noise bands don't, at least out here, never really get a chance. I mean, we had shows off and on. There was this thing going on for a while, and then it just totally died. And then the only other person I know, I can't even get hold of them. My old friend Bruce, he was with Joel, they did, that was his roommate for a while, but they were friends, and you know how friendship goes, it just doesn't always work out. But anyways, they did a really kick-ass, I don't know if you want to call it fully noise, but just a really great band they did. It was called Vacant Lights. I played like 2 shows with them, and they're awesome. I have their CD. I'd like to get Bruce a copy of it, because apparently he doesn't even have a copy of it. So Bruce, if you hear this, if you ever freaking, get hold of me or whatever, I'd like to make you a copy of that. Shoot, I'd probably give you back your original packaging and just give you your freaking CD and just, make a copy for myself. It's your band, man, and I know how it goes. I've got stuff that I wish I could get of the Earwigs, like a show I played in Seattle. It was promised I would get a copy of that. I never got it. And I've asked like 5 times. I never got it. I've been asking on and off for like over 20 plus years. And I'm pretty much given up, There's a lot of stuff. It's like, what's the point? But anyways, I'm still doing my band. I have all this crap that I need to put out, and I'm just kind of lazy and jaded now. People are like, is the Earwigs still around? I'm like, yeah. I don't play shows anymore. I don't get offers to play shows, and I guess it doesn't really matter, I don't fit in anyways. I don't really care. I love playing live, and I'll play live in front of nobody. I've pretty much done that. I had one time, my friend Jared was a guest with the Earwigs. We played in front of one person because as soon as we started setting up, everybody left. I thought that was great. They all went home. All these people, the place was like just packed full of people. But oh no, there's a noise band playing. And all these fucking whiny asshole, death metal assholes, and all these punk rock pricks, whatever. It's like, whatever, you dickheads. I'm glad they all left. I don't want to look at their stupid faces anyways. I don't really care because I don't do my band for you people anyways. And I'm glad that people hate the Earwigs and they think I'm pretentious. It's funny because most of these people that have talked shit about me aren't even around anymore, because I don't kiss ass. I'm not on some big label. I've never put out a 12-inch LP. I've never played outside the U.S. I don't really give a shit, too. I'd be like G.G. Allen. I'll die one of these days. You know what? Right on my way to finally go play over in Europe or Japan or something, and then I'd die. That's what he did, because apparently Murder Junkies were setting it up to go play over in Europe. And I wish you were still here, G.G. Allen, because you're one of my biggest heroes, and he's one of the reasons why I started the Earwigs, too. Gigi, the Ramones, Nuclear Death, Misfits, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Impetigo, Minch, Anal Cunt. The list goes on and on. All those bands inspired me, man. And it's funny, too, is people are like, you're inspired by Pink Floyd, and Pink Floyd wasn't a noise band. It's like, give a shit. I was inspired by the magic of their music. And you know what? They're the ones that inspired me to want to, one of my biggest inspirations, to want to, make music in the first place, do stuff. I've been recording on and off since 1986, so kiss my ass. I started recording when I was 15, did a horrible band with a friend of mine called Scream Rage over in Hahn, Germany with Chris the Hiss Hayes, and I was Wild C. Styles. And in fact, I just found an old band photo we took. It was hilarious. It was probably the worst band you'll ever hear, but I'm hoping to get that CD fixed because there's one thing that was missing off it from the original cassette that I've actually had since 86. I wouldn't even call it noise. It's not a noise band. It's just shit. It's really crappy. It's like a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old recording total crap. And it was fun, and I'm really proud of it. Anyhow, and I got to mention Sockeye, because I remember writing a letter to Dave Shaw, a.k.a. Food Fortunata, a long time ago, and I said, hey, man, I'm thinking about starting a band. I said, I want to start a grind band. And he wrote me back and he said, I hope you do it. Everybody should do a grind band. I'm convinced of that. And he and Impetigo were my absolutely number one inspirations to start the Earwigs. And I recorded my very first tape at my best friend Wayne's house down in the basement because I stayed with him for 8 days during the summer. It was later August of 90. And I brought my guitar and my amp. And I asked him if I could use a suitcase for drums. I was wearing my cowboy boots at the time. And then, what was it? He had his mom's boombox, and he said, sure. So I just started recording a tape. I did this, I think it's about 6 minutes. Really short and unofficial August 90 rehearsal, which, if you like the Earwigs, I'm sure you own that. You own that one-sided the 7-inch that my friend Zach and Eric Disorder both put out a long time ago. I'm really proud of it. I mean, it's immortalized on vinyl. Horrible recording. I'm not bands like Blood that, hate their first recordings. Those are all shit. And same guys are talking about how noise is just shit. Sometimes I'm like, whatever. I like Blood, though. I think Blood is cool. They're a great German death grind band, legends. But, that's fine. They don't like all their early, shit noise or whatever that they did. But, whatever. It's your opinion. You don't like noise? I do. I like total shit. I like homemade bedroom garbage. As some of these elitists like to diss on, make it putting down, because they're not on a label. Like, yeah, kiss my ass. I could do a whole rant. I don't need to. Boy, what time is it? Let me look at that. Okay, a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna end this episode. But anyways, this particular episode has no theme. It's just kind of about life. I watched a couple Paul Nashy films. I ended up watching Broken Eyes. No, was it Blue Eyes of the Broken Doll? Ah, God, I can't even remember the name of it because I can't. Like I said, I haven't been able to think straight today. Blue Eyes for the Broken Doll, and The Werewolf and the Yeti, and what else? I watched the second Dimagian Returns, and then I watched, again, it was called It was the first yokai monsters film. I think it was like, 100 Ghosts or something. Yeah, it was 100 Ghosts. What's the first? Meiko Kaji by Love. What was it? Scorpion. Prisoner Scorpion 701. The Scorpion series. I got that over a year ago. I got the box set from Arrow Films. And I felt really bad. I like, why the hell did I start watching it now? I waited like a year. But anyways, I watched the first one the other night. It was just really awesome. Been watching about near halfway through Deadwood Season 3, which is great. Been watching Black Cells Season 1. Ultraman, the old anime series. I just finished the OVA series of The Dirty Pair, and I'm kind of bummed out because I actually just watched all of The Dirty Pair, the TV series, the 3 movies, and I love Kei and Yuri. I love them. They're beautiful. They are among my favorite anime girls. Mugi and, was it Nanamo or Nanama? Whatever, the robot they have, he's hilarious, but I love Mugi, the genetically engineered giant cat. He always helps them out on their missions. This is like a great anime series. I need to get back into Ranking of Kings. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. It's really good so far. But yeah, just a bunch of movies. I just got in the mail. What was it last week? Oh yeah, I also watched both from Arrow Films. The Blu-rays, Creepshow 2, which was a total joy watching it again. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than the first time I saw it, like almost 40 years ago. And then I watched Contamination. Was a Luigi Cozzi. That's a excellent movie, and I think it's underrated. And the soundtrack by Goblin is like one of the greatest soundtracks ever. It's one of my very favorite Goblin recordings, and I really want to get that album because I love Goblin. I've got like I think 2 or 3 Goblins. I've like the soundtrack to Buried Alive, aka Bowie Omega, and like a couple other titles. Suspiria. I think I have another one. I can't remember. I don't remember right now, but anyways, I have a, maybe mixing that up with, I can't remember. Anyways, like I said, my brain hasn't been working. We're recording one more episode, and then I guess all these will get edited, and they'll be coming out, and I hope people enjoy this show. It's fun to do, and I know I haven't been really, really funny, I think that's part of the point, but I'm sure that'll be happening. I just need to loosen up a little bit. I almost feel like I'm doing a comedy show, like a spoken word, but yeah, I'm sitting here by myself. Again, no music playing in the background and nothing. I just checking the timer to make sure I don't. Okay, so the next episode, it might be, it might not be. I don't know what the next episode is going to be. I'm not even going to say. So anyways, there'll be another episode, and then this will be off to Tim, and I don't know. I hope people enjoy it, but like I always say, and it's not like a defense mechanism, but, if you don't, that's fine. If you do, that's cool. But I'm sure we'll have it set up. You can send me comments or questions or insults or whatever. I don't really care. If you think my show sucks, you can tell me, say, hey, this show is totally boring. Like, whatever. That's fine with me. I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to laugh because I am grateful to have an opportunity. Because like I think I said in the first episode, I've been wanting to do podcasts for about 2 years now, and it just nothing worked out. But here we are doing this. I'm having fun, kind of zoned out. I'm going to be heading out soon. It's getting late. I'm actually at work. Should I be admitting that? Yeah, because I got done. So just sitting here and get the arts channel playing in the background. I actually have it on mute right now. Some kids singing some old black and white chorus or something. Anyways, so hey, anybody you're listening to this, just take care of yourself. And like I was saying, if you get depressed, always know you're not the only one out there, man. It's over love or the broken heart crap or just losing somebody or just I don't know whatever. Everything. Depression sucks, and I don't know. My advice is just hang in there, and if you're a creative person, just keep creating. Just keep doing it. Don't give up, man. Because I like to say life sucks sometimes. It does. I always like to say life, yep. Because, I don't know, it's worth living. As depressed as I get sometimes and down and feeling like I'm worthless, and I do. I put myself down off and on. I say I think I'm crap. I'm terrible. I'm no good. I'm all right, But I got to keep going, man, because I got a lot of things that I got to do before I go, and I'm grateful to be alive. I'm glad I can walk. I can see. I got bad eyesight, but hey, I'm trying to, just trying to do something, man. I want to do stuff with my band more. I want to, maybe do like a new fake live show or something. And I got to put stuff together for a 12-inch, a double LP next year on breathing problems, which I'm excited about. I said a little while ago, we don't even have a 12-inch out. Yeah, I'm out with double 12-inch out. It's going to be a collection of a bunch of older, my grind noise and noisecore stuff. But I really need to get that together so I can send that to my friend Zach and get it mastered. And then we will send it off to Rusty, get it all done and figure out, all the art for it and everything. I'm excited about it. I'm really flattered, dude. Thank you, Rusty. You're awesome, dude. Rusty does some badass music too. So check out Breathing Problems, see all the cool stuff. They put out a Tracy Lords Loves Noise LP a while back, which surprised me because Billy's totally not even in any of that stuff anymore. But, that's fine. People change. I still love it all. Still love Tracy Lords Loves Noise, man. Pissed Off Orgasm, Lord Zilla Blaster. Some of the Razorback stuff. I'm not the biggest fan, but I like some of it. Some of it's really cool. Love the reissues of the Impetigo. I have both of those. Those are beautiful. Love Impetigo. Anyways, kind of blabbing, kind of rambling here. But yeah, just, I don't know, take care of yourselves. And, sometimes we all get lonely, but you know what? Just keep living and keep breathing, man, because you never know. The next day, something really freaking badass and really cool could happen. And you just might sound shallow. I'm really excited because yesterday in the mail, I got my Impulse 2 Blu-ray set from Grindhouse Releasing. That's the only way that you can get that. I think it's from 1974, William Shatner as a totally crazy homicidal maniac. And I can't wait to watch it. And limited edition of 2,000 copies with a signed postcard of William Greff, the director. Hope I pronounced his name right. Another postcard in there. It's a 2 Blu-ray set and it has a cool reversible cover. It's in a nice box. And it's a little thing, But even little things like that make me happy. Just getting something cool like that in the mail. And, I'm just going to keep listening to music. I'm going to keep thinking of my dream lady. I don't know, is she a security blanket? Maybe so. But I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with dreaming, man. So keep dreaming. Keep looking to the future. And there's a beautiful, beautiful woman singing opera on TV. So anyways, I think that's about it. So just hang in there. Don't give up. Stay cool. Remember, the Bizarre Alien loves you. You could send me, anybody ever wants to talk about life and weird stuff and crazy movies and whatever, I'm sure, like I said, there'll be like a setup there that you can email me or whatever, leave comments. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. But anyways, remember, you're not alone and the universe isn't alone. So until next time, stay sick, take care. Don't forget to change your underwear and keep the food and keep watching the skies. This has been the Bizarre Alien. So we got one more episode in this quote-unquote season. So have fun. All right.
Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984. Beyond the podcast of 1984.